This is Roger Mari. Aloha! You're watching Roger That Sports Hawaii. Let's rock!
It was number 5 Mililani hosting number 3 Kapolei. Both teams wrapping up their regular seasons on this night. Hurricanes off a big win over Lelehua last week. Trojans looking to bounce back after a loss at Kahuku. First quarter, no score. Trojans QB Kikoa-Kung out of the gun. Quick pass to Luke Van Antwerp. He's going to get into Kapolei territory at about the 48-yard line. Then it was Jarius Borges with the carry. He's going to head left, gets to the edge, follows a block. Good for about a 9-yard run. Ball on the 34-yard line of Kapolei. Kikoa-Kung drops back, then uncorks one to Luke Van Antwerp. He's going to break free from 2 defenders, then head to the corner of the end zone just inside the marker for the touchdown, and Mililani will go ahead 7-0. Kapolei would answer with a field goal to make it 7-3 Trojans. Now in the second quarter, Prince Tominico with the interception. He's forced out of bounds at around the 4-yard line of Kapolei. Later, it was Tominico punching it in from a yard out. He had 2 carries for 2 yards and this touchdown. And that would make it 14-3 Mililani. With about 2.5 left in the first half, Kapolei trying to get downfield and add more points, but Treshen Fesili gets into the backfield. Quick, big tackle for the loss. Then it was Ezekiel Kelemete flying in for the Sacagawea. At the break, it was 14-3 Mililani. To the third, more of that gnarly Bob Marley Trojan defense. Trayson Yokoyama throwing down. Treshen Fesili had 10 tackles, 2 for a loss, a sack, an interception. I mean, I guess that's a pretty good reason to get pumped up. Mililani back on offense. Dallas Carter in at quarterback. He goes up top to Blessed Hanalei Cabrera-Hopkins, who makes a terrific catch for the Trojans. 21-3 now the score. Mililani on top. Kapolei looking for something to spark their offense. Jacob Ballesteros rolls right, slings it to Nico Smith. And that's a pickup of about 20 yards. From the gun, Ballesteros escapes the rush, then gets it to Shaden Roman. Hurricanes now inside the red zone with under 2 to go in the third. Then Kapolei going to the direct snap. Chaz Michael Kapahu will motor his way to about the 3-yard line. Hurricanes would finally arrive and make landfall in the end zone. Chaz Michael Kapahu will punch it in from a yard out, cutting into the Trojan lead. It's now 21-10 Mililani. About a minute still left in the third. Jarius Borges takes the handoff and then takes off, untouched for 30 yards. They finally catch up with him at the 25-yard line of Kapolei. Borges 15 carries for 98 yards. That same drive would spill into the start of the fourth. Kikoa-Kung connects with Luke Van Antwerp for his second touchdown on the night, and it's now 28-10 Mililani. On their ensuing possession, Kapolei would turn the ball over. Here's that interception I was telling you about earlier by Treshen Fesili. Moments later, Dallas Carter delivers a strike to Blessed Hanalei Cabrera-Hopkins. He does the rest on his feet. It's a 54-yard touchdown. Cabrera-Hopkins' second touchdown. Mililani went on to win 35-24. The two teams will face off one more time in the semifinals of the OIA tournament.